Okay, what's up, guys? We're going to be doing Abgarus, Grecian priest, and that's Antiquity Unveiled. Again, that's Abgarus, Abgarus, and he was a Grecian priest, and here is his spirit testimony. I salute you, sir. Whether my name is recorded in history, I care not. Nor do I care whether it is disputed that I ever lived. But I know that I do live as a spirit, and what is more, that I lived exactly at the time it is claimed that Jesus lived. Not only that, but it is claimed that I had correspondence with Christ. Now for the facts. My name was Abgarus. I was a priest at Abdera in Thrace, Thrace. Afterwards, a priest in Rome, in the reign of Tiberius Caesar. I held correspondence with a Jewish priest who lived at that time in Jerusalem and whose name was Jesus Malathiel, and that's Malathiel, Malathiel. This correspondence was taken advantage of by Felix, Bishop of Urgel in Spain in the 8th century, in the time of Charlemagne, and that's Charlemagne, or Charlemagne, and was used by Christians after that time to prove the real existence of Jesus Christ when no such person existed, and I had no correspondence with any other person than I have named. The points at issue between myself and this Jesus was whether my god Apollo or his god Jah or Jehovah was the older. There was at the time proof positive in the ancient books then extant that the Grecian god Apollo, under the name of Bel or Baal, was worshipped by the very father of the Jewish religion, Abraham, in Chaldea, before he became the so-called progenitor of the Hebrew nation, and therefore I won the debate between this learned Jew and myself. And concerning this controversy, some of the apocryphal books thrown out by the Council of Nicaea contained accounts of my controversy with that Jesus. But the Christians have so mutilated the original argument that it cannot now be understood. They have done everything they could do to utterly destroy that argument. I have come here today to throw what light I could upon this point, and I have done it honestly as a spirit. I care not whether history confirms what I say or not. I departed the mortal life in AD 60. This is yours for the truth. And that was Abgarus. And, all right, so that was his spirit testimony. We have thought this communication worthy of a special comment, inasmuch as it is specially calculated to show that the communications that have been given, and which have purported to come from ancient spirits, are what they claim to be. We will now give what history says Abgarus, in order to call attention to some most significant points of this astonishing correction of historical errors. We take the following account of Abgarus from McClintock and Strong's Biblical Cyclopedia. Quotes, Abgarus, Abgarus, sometimes derived from the Arabic Akbar, greater, but better from the Armenian Avag, great, and heir, man, the common name of the petty princes or toparchs who ruled at Edessa in Mesopotamia, one of whom is in Eastern tradition recorded by Eusebius that he wrote a letter to Christ who transmitted a reply. Eusebius gives copies of both letters as follows. Abgarus, Prince of Edessa, to Jesus, the merciful Savior, who has appeared in the country of Jerusalem, greeting. I have been informed of the prodigies and cures wrought by you without the use of herbs or medicines, and by the efficacy only of your words. I am told that you enable cripples to walk, that you force devils from bodies possessed, that there is no disease, however incurable, which you do not heal, and that you restore the dead to life. These wonders persuade me that you are some god descended from heaven, or that you are the Son of God. For this reason, I have taken the liberty of writing this letter to you, beseeching you to come and see me, and cure me of the indisposition under which I have so long labored. I understand that the Jews persecute you, murmur at your miracles, and seek your destruction. I have here a beautiful and agreeable city, which, though it be not very large, will be sufficient to supply you with everything that is necessary. To this letter it is said Jesus Christ returned him an answer in the following terms. You are happy, Abgarus, thus to have believed in me without having seen me. For it is written of me that they who shall see me will not believe in me, and that they who have never seen me shall believe and be saved. As to the desire you express in receiving a visit from me, I must tell you that all things for which I am come must be fulfilled in the country where I am. When this is done, I must return to him who sent me. And when I am departed hence, I will send to you one of my disciples, who will cure you of the disease of which you complain, and give life to you and those who are with you, according to Moses of Chorene, Chorene, parentheses, died AD 470. The reply was written by the Apostle Thomas. Eusebius further states that after the ascension of Christ, the Apostle Thomas sent Thaddeus, Thaddaeus, one of the 70, to Abgar, who cured him of leprosy and converted him, together with his subjects. The documents from which this narrative is drawn were found by Eusebius in the archives of Edessa. Moses of Chorene relates further that Abgarus, after his conversion, wrote letters in defense of Christianity to the Emperor Tiberius and to the king of Persia. It is also the first who mentions that Christ sent to Abgarus, together with his reply, a handkerchief impressed with his portrait. The letter of Christ to Abgarus was declared apocryphal by the Council of Rome, AD 494, but in the Greek Church many continued to believe in its authenticity, and the people of Edessa believed that their city was made unconquerable by the possession of this palladium. The original is said to have been brought to Constantinople. In modern times, the correspondence of Abgarus, as well as the portrait of Christ, are generally regarded as forgeries. It is to protest against such Christian forgeries as these, in his name, that the spirit Abgarus returns, and to state the correct facts in regard to his letters to Jesus Malathiel, the learned Jew, with whom he had the controversy about the antiquity of the Jewish god Jah, J-A-H, or Jehovah. It would appear from the communication with Abgarus was not Abgar, king of Edessa, but was a Greek priest in the temple of Apollo at Abdera in Thrace, and afterwards a priest at Rome in the region of Tiberius Caesar. It is therefore more likely that Abgarus wrote letters to Tiberius, as Moses of Chorene states, but those letters share the same fate as did the actual correspondence with which a Jewish priest, Jesus Malathiel of Jerusalem. It would seem that the alleged correspondence between Abgarus and Jesus Christ was declared apocryphal as early as AD 494, or, in other words, spurious. The reason for that declaration was not given, nor was there any attempted explanation as to know so recognized in authority as Eusebius. Had it been induced to cite the alleged correspondence as genuine, it would appear that the Council of Rome in 494 only declared the letter of Christ to Abgarus as spurious, but did not pronounce the alleged letter of Abgarus to Christ equally spurious. Both rested on the same authority, and both should have shared the same disposition at the hands of the Roman Catholic Church. It would further appear that after the discrediting of the correspondence in question, no further use was attempted to be made of it as affording historical evidence of the existence of Jesus Christ until Felix, Bishop of Urgel in Spain, in the reign of Charlie Magne, again attempted to use it as authentic historical evidence of the existence and character of Jesus Christ. Now, who was the Felix referred to in the communication? He was the Bishop of Urgel in Spain in the latter part of the 8th and the beginning of the 9th century. Refer to McClintock and Strong's Ecclesiastical Cyclopedia for an account of Felix. View of all the facts as we may, this communication must strike the attention of thoughtful persons as of especial significance in showing what the so-called Christian religion really is, and furthermore, it points to us the truth as to this important item of history, exposing the falsehoods that were built upon the single fact that Abgarus had corresponded with the Jew named Jesus. It becomes more and more certain that the spirits of learned and distinguished men of the past are perfectly conversant with the pious frauds and errors that have been perpetrated in their names, and that they have at last found a means of setting themselves and the occurrences of their times correctly before us. All right, and that was Abgarus, Antiquity Unveiled, page 135 to 138.